we said we'd walk together. Baby, come what.
Good morning. It's day 140. We're starting in Clarendon shelter, 1689.3, and the plan for the day is up.
Stay dry.
Up. Cooper Lodge shelter. And the other plan for the day is to try to stay dry because it promises to rain all day. We'll see how it goes.
Still in Vermont, been hiking on wonderful terrain. Pine needles, lots of roots though. You know, but hey, I could deal with that without the mud. And as you can see up ahead, we still have mud, but not like we've had before. But this place, this is pretty amazing. It looks dead, but all those pine trees are alive. This is really peaceful. This is the part of the trail we've been in, the Killington section. And we're going back in. So at least the water went down. This is what we're going to go across. It looks like it will be pretty deep, up to our knees in some places. I'm going to put my sandals on.
She's going in. I'm going to try to keep that from getting wet.
Wow, that's really something on the side. It's cold and it feels excellent.
Actually feels good on the feet. Go right.
Huh?
Go right.
Right now?
Yeah, go across. Walk toward the grass. See the grass?
Yeah.
Walk toward the grass, unless you want to walk through all of that turbulence. I didn't say you had to go that way. Walk toward the grass. All right. Trying to get her to take the short route across, if you can see as we zoom. If we get toward where the grass is there's some rocks to the left and then a very shallow crossing after that. So, looks to me to be much easier to do, yeah, in a shorter walk. So she's effectively across, yay! And then she'll just have that short hop. Why she's going the long way, I don't know, but she's there and I'm not, so that's up to her. My turn.
Here comes Boss Man, who didn't move his knee pads. Well, it might not be that high on him. His has the ventilated shoes, so they'll dry out rather easy. They were already soaked anyway from the rain. Wow, it was pretty deep. Felt good. So there's a kingfisher here, and we saw it right before we crossed. It was wonderful. Pete recognized the whatever sound that thing makes, and we're hoping that it's going to... you hear that? I think that's it, but can't find him. An old sign, so we're not sure how off this is. I do know we're going to hit 1,700 miles in about 2.5 miles. So 500 or 503, something like that. But we are getting there. Not very pretty, but great sound. I didn't record. Okay, so now I'm recording. I didn't record, but okay, I'll make this quick now. So here's a rock pile we came across. There's K for Katahdin, and then someone engraved the initials of every state. North Carolina, Vermont, I don't know what that one's, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, G for Georgia, New York, there's Massachusetts, So they're all on there. That is really cool. Okay, coming up on a shelter. We're going to take a break. I think we're 6¼ miles in. This is pretty cool inside. Wow. This would be creepy to sleep in. Fireplace. Reminds us of the one in the Smokies, doesn't it, Pete?
Yeah.
And real primitive little cooking table they got going on there. And again, somebody brought a chair up. Debbie Downer says this isn't going to work.
No, I'm Debbie Downer.
Okay, there we are.
We're at 1700.
We are.
Film us.
Okay.
And then we'll film.
There it is. See it?
There it
Okay, I'll film it again.
is.
But
1700.
okay, look at us, Peter.
Let's do
1,700 miles. I'm going to tell you. And we're supposed to have 2 to 4 inches of rain today. That's going to devastate us. In the shelter we're going to, they describe it as Stalag 13, a dump.
Oh, wow.
I'll show you the numbers. There they are, 1700. How do you feel about walking 1,700 miles, Pete?
I feel old.
You've gone through 3 pairs of shoes, you're on your 2nd knee pads, changed clothing size,
Yep.
and look, you're still smiling.
Yeah, that's right, I am.
Okay. I'm practicing filming through plastic, but this has been the trail.
How often you say that?
So what? Pete says I say that all the time. What am I supposed to say? Okay, so this is what we're walking on now. But it's challenging because the tree roots are rough on this. We're going up to 4,000 elevation. It's the biggest elevation gain we've had in a long time, 2,000 feet. At elevation 3,800. I know it's hard to see with the clouds, but yeah, we're up there. We're in the big boys now. And the trail improved. We're not hanging on the ledge going through the roots. Our first setting up of the Z-Pack on a platform. Pete did a great job with this. We put rocks underneath all the stakes because it's supposed to get 3 to 4 inches tonight. This was the tricky part. He put, for that pole, this rope that came out, he put the stake sideways in there so it got caught on that cross beam. Holds it up, tightened it up, holds the pole in. Great setup. Good job, Pete. Good evening.
That's where we are.
We're in the tent.
Yeah, Lisa's happy soon.
Oh my gosh, I miss this tent. You know what I mean? Come on, you can come in here. You can clean up. You can sit in your panties. I mean, you can't do that inside that shelter.
She loves the tent. It's gonna rain. It's raining now.
Oh my goodness, it's dropping. We're 4,000 feet up. The temperature's only going to be in the 50s, and our clothes are all wet from sweat. They're never going to dry. It's going to be a really chilly morning, and we've got to go 9 miles to get 10 miles to get to Killington and get to Greenbrier Inn.
Yeah, don't have a ride there yet. We'll figure it out.
They don't have a ride. It's 3/4 of a mile off the trail. I know you're probably thinking, oh, just walk it. Oh, here's the whole thing. It's rain 100% tomorrow.
Yeah.
From now until probably the next day.
And we will just walk it. It's going to be the easiest thing to do. But
Yeah, it's going to be dangerous.
we'll figure it out.
We're going to be careful. Yeah. So, what else happened?
Actually, a good trail today. Not a bad hike. It's a tough climb in the morning, but the climb, and of course, it's just the Appalachian Trail, right? The last 2 miles before you get to wherever it is you want to go are always nasty. So they were a little nasty. But we got here before the rain started, so we got all set up.
Ate an early dinner.
Yeah, ate dinner early, and we're all tucked in.
This is the shelter I told you about that they said is so bad they call it Stalag 13. There's nobody there.
It's disgusting. Well, it's just in really.
I didn't even go look at it, or I would have filmed it.
It's not
Pete
so much
went down
disgusting. It's just terribly bad shape. It hasn't been looked after at all. The privy's unusable, and which is really weird in Vermont because they seem to be really proud about their privies, but this one is unusable. And anyway, yeah, everybody passes this by, and we would, other than
We didn't want to walk 6 more miles.
6 more miles in the rain, which everybody's doing. And there's these tent platforms that we managed to set up on, and that should help a great deal with, you know, we're not going to wake up in a big puddle of water.
Well, it is bouncing off of the platform. And see, but this is how this tent is set up. See, it doesn't go all the way to the ground. The sides.
You get a lot of splash. But we won't have a pool of water. There's no way, you know, that water can collect on the tent pad, you know, on the platform. So that's the good thing. With the amount of rain that they're predicting, a couple inches of rain. So that would be hard to find a spot that would drain all that water.
Can you hear that?
Maybe. It's thunder.
Thundering and booming in the background.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully we'll be snug as a bug in a rug.
Yeah, we'll find out. That or
we'll be a sopping wet mess in the morning.
Drinking poles holding the tent up would be struck by lightning.
Oh, jeez. Her and the lightning. So,
okay, is that it?
I think that's it.
No, good night, Pete.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, everyone.